Okay, so, okay, I have some bad news. Look at it. Look at my hair. Look at it. It's gone. My hair's gone. So yeah, I got my hair cut. Yeah, you can make fun of it all you want. I'm also pretty angry at it. I'm pretty upset about how it kind of turned out. But my mom did it, so that's fine. I just have to wear hats now for a few of these videos until it grows back. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm known for my hair. I am. My character I keep drawing, he's known for his hair. Like, I'm gonna slap an image. Slap it. Slap it. Look at it. Look at it. My hair. My hair's gone. Throw pictures of my hair everywhere, all over the screen. No, yeah, it's gonna be cut like that for a while. So, I don't know, just get used to me wearing a hat now. That's what's gonna be happening now. I'm gonna be wearing a hat for a while. Don't worry, the base game Persona 3 videos, we're still gonna have me have long hair, so look forward to those for as long as they last. Okay, but no, what I want to do in this video is I have been kind of known for art, right? I back before this channel even started, I had a channel called Koyashi Animated. That was where I made animations. I made 3 animations to be specific. And after a while, I realized, why don't I just move those over to this channel? Because I wanted this channel to kind of just be all of what I do, kind of. So what I did is I moved 2 out of the 3 videos over there. You might be like, why didn't you move all 3? One of them I hate, and I also just didn't feel it meshed very well for what the video was supposed to be. So that video's gone because the channel is gone. The original channel is gone. Well, the video's not gone. I still have it, but no. But I was planning to make a 4th one, or I guess a 3rd one for this channel, but it was deleted while I was working on it, so I couldn't work on it anymore, and I kind of took a break from art with that. So what I actually wanted to do today is actually something a little fun, something to try to push like me to do art again, right? I'm gonna show you guys my art pieces. Okay, you guys ready for this shit? You guys really ready? You guys ready? So first, we're gonna start off with my paper art. Okay. Now, of course, for all the pieces you can't see that well, I will be just putting like a picture of it on the screen. So I gotta start off with something very, very important. My friends wanted me to draw this. Yeah, you guessed it. That's that's freaking Badoosh from freaking Breadwinners. You know how it is, Badoosh. I had to draw this from memory, by the way. Aren't you proud? Slap on the other side a picture of what Badoosh looks like. This was from memory. Memory. You get that? You get that? Isn't that cool? I have no idea what this is. I have no idea what this is. I'm gonna be honest. I apparently drew this, and someone either peed on it or threw coffee on it. I don't know what this is. Good luck interpreting that. I've let's just forget this one. You never saw this one. Oh, this one's a little picture of me I drew back in high school. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. You know, I'm even still wearing the same jacket. Well, it's not the same one, but it's I just buy the same exact brand each time. Dude, look at that. I'm gonna say that's pretty. I forgot the hair. Okay, let's forget that. That's a little bit of a sore subject. Okay, that's. Oh, now here we go. These are gonna be the ones that I actually am not proud of. So I drew this Kisuke Uehara. God damn it, can it the reason I'm not proud for the ones I'm gonna show you is they're just like I went onto YouTube. I was like tutorial for drawing insert anime character. Kisuke Uehara I did. Because I was like, dude, it's Kisuke Uehara. How could I not do that? That's crazy. But I don't know, it didn't really like I don't feel proud looking at it cuz yeah, it looks good, but that's cuz someone told me how to draw it. It's like can you really be proud of that? I don't know. Oh, and if you're really worried, a second one. This one colored. Look at that. I know. I'm real genius here. I know I needed two. That's how much I liked these. Like doing the. Well, I did like doing them, but I just don't like them now because it doesn't really show me being like good at art. It's more me following the guides that I saw. Oh yeah, Shinjiro, you know, or not Shinjiro, but Shinji Hirako. Yeah, guess what? If you tilt it upside down, it says his name! It says his name! Look at that! Yeah, you know, you got that. Also, the reason you're seeing a bunch of lines is, when I do these kind of things, I just put all the colors I'm looking at back here to see which one I'll use. So that's why there's a lot of just stuff back there. But, you know, oh, he's there! He's upside down! Look at him go! You know, we got Roy Mustang. This one, the only reason I'm somewhat proud about this one is because the hands came out good. I'm not good with hands. I don't know if I'm not good with hands. I don't know if you could tell. I'm just not good at them. Like most artists aren't, and I join them. I can't draw hands. Hands can go away. I don't draw hands. No. Now this one, well, if it can, this was the first ever one I drew. I drew Kid Goku. My original plan was actually to draw every Dragon Ball character because I was like fiending to like draw every Dragon Ball characters. I was waiting to I was gonna draw one of each different form. I was so excited to eventually draw Majin Vegeta. Never got to it because I was like, after drawing Kid Goku, I was like, I'm content. And then I just drew other anime characters instead. I have this bad boy. I had this little thing where I had a project where you actually had to try to make like what are the flour sacks kind of like more animated, so I kind of wanted to make like a little cool like fight thing go on, you know, like and you have to admit I pulled through on this one. I'm not gonna lie, I really pulled through on this one. I'm really proud of this one because none of these were referenced. I just drew them. I drew them as I imagined flour sacks would look, you know, and I actually am so proud. I'm so proud of these. Now, what I'm not proud of. Okay, now let's talk about this. I had to draw faces to express emotions, and I drew them. I don't know if you can see it. There's one on the bottom row that I punch myself for doing, because this was actually. I had a high school cartooning class, which is why I had to do this. Also, why I had to do the flour sack. I don't know if you can see that. This right here. This one. I drew that for a high school class. I drew that. I drew that for a teacher to look at and grade. Actually, let me look at my grade. It better be awful. Let's see, what is my grade for this? 24 out of 25. Great job. Exaggerating features. Excellent. Really, I got 1 point off, apparently, for that, which, fair enough. Fair enough. I deserve that. Oh, yeah, then there was, this animation I never finished. I was working so hard on this. You're not going to be able to see it, so you're definitely going to get a screen of it. But I was not able to ever finish this. I never finished this animation that I was doing for the class. And maybe one day I might actually redo this. One day I might actually try to remake this. Not going to lie. Just so I can. Just to prove that I can finish this project that I was never able to finish. So, yeah, until then, this is trash. I never finished it. God, I both hate this one and like it. This was actually the first time. This was actually probably the first time I ever tried drawing something, no reference. This was the first time I really tried drawing something without any kind of, like, reference or anything. I just drew this. I was, like, see, because they wanted us to, like, make a character for the cartooning class, and this is what I made. I really don't mind it, honestly, but my only problem is that it's kind of like that piece of work that, like, you never, that kind of piece of artwork that, like, you go like, okay, that's good for when I did it, but God, is it, like, bad now? Like, I know it's fine now, but, like, God, it's, every time I look at it, I just, like, cringe so much. Oh my God, it's just, here's another project I did. This one I kind of showed off in a video, I think. Kind of, barely. I didn't really fully show it off. It's Pokemon, guys! Pokemon! I really liked Pokemon. I was watching it, so I thought, yeah, project, let's make Pokemon. And I did that. And I think everything except for the characters look well. I'm pretty proud of almost everything in it. Pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. And I did get a... Right, I forgot when I was showing it off last time. The grade ripped off. Where is the actual grade? Oh, it's over here. 4.5, 5, 4.5, 9.5. So I got a 94. Nice! Like, that's a good grade! Okay. Now, there's this one I'm going to be showing on screen because I don't have a physical copy. This is the first ever still recorded piece of my art. Isn't it great? Isn't it so good? Dude, come on, like, looking at this now, you could probably tell I'd be an artist when I grew up. Like, you see that? So, if you can't understand it, the person in the front is the Joker. You know, with his, you know, green hair, his weird green suit that he apparently has, red around the mouth. The two people behind him, I think they're both Batman. I don't know why there are two Batmans and why they're both just in the background when the Joker is, like, there, but I also don't know what I'm holding in, like, what the one Batman is holding. is that like a giant French fry? A surfboard? What is that? What is that? Yeah, come on. If you saw that, you'd be like, wow, that kid's gonna be an artist. Like, now let's get to the real juice of this. Now, this bad boy, I actually made this in, like, it was definitely elementary school. So, I made this bad boy in elementary school. My mom loved it so much, she framed it. I hate it. I'm gonna be honest, it's sloppy. Like, it's horrible. Especially, I'd say it's good for, like, a 5th grader or, like, 4th grader, however old I was when I made this, but, like, I hate it now, because it's hanging in my house. It's hanging in the house. It's here. It's here. My mom wanted it framed, so it's framed. But you know what the craziest part is? The craziest part is, she got that one framed, you know? And, so, I've developed my art skill over time, so I made her a new flower. Much better. This! Look at that! That's so much better! That's amazing! You know, are you noticing something that's not happening here? It's not framed! It's not framed! Look! This was for Mother's Day. I drew this for her for Mother's Day. It's a flower. So that way she could try, I don't know, maybe framing it, replacing the old one. Look at that! Look at that! That's so good! Look! That's so good! This is much better than the other one. Why is this one not framed? This one, it's just... When I went to look for this to, like, get it for the video, I noticed it's just in my mom's room. She's just in there. It's just laying there in my mom's room. Look at it. Look. It was just laying there. Not framed. Not on, like, a pedestal or anything. She liked the other one so much, she framed it. But this one that's much better, a cooler flower, not framed. Not framed. It's treated like it's just a piece of paper. Which, technically is, but yeah, we're not talking about that, okay? This deserves some sort of praise, man. Come on! Come on! That's a good flower. Of course, the stem's not great, but look at the flower! The flower's amazing! I spent so much time on that. I got nothing. This just lays around, collecting dust. I'm so upset about that, man. I'm so upset about that. I couldn't believe it when I was. It's just so amazing to me. Now these next ones, they're good. But my thing is, these pictures will never come up again, especially not in any kind of new channel that I might eventually make. I don't know what you're talking about. This is nothing. This is just a picture I made, along with this one. These are just things I made. There's nothing special about them. You can never tie this back to anything. Nothing. Okay, I hope you enjoyed those ones. Now to conclude the paper, to conclude all my paper material, I gotta show you one of my proudest possessions. Nick. Look at him. He's perfect. This is Nick. It's even written on his little hand. Nick. This is Nick. I drew him front and back. Look at that. Isn't he so cool? When you want a Nick of your own? Too bad he's mine. Nick's mine. He's my little fun creation that I made. Nick is here to stay with me. But I don't. If you ever want me, I could maybe make you a Nick. You know, if you really want. Like, I'm not opposed to maybe making someone else a Nick if they really like mine so much. You know, I'll be like, sure, man. Maybe one day I'll make a better version of Nick, because of course this was made when I was in 6th grade, middle school. Um, I in all honesty, I think Nick still stands. Like, he does not look bad, even for middle school me. Did pretty good job on Nick. Like, you see that nose? That nose is pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. That's probably one of my favorite parts about Nick. Is just like, his nose is the most noticeable thing on his face. But that concludes the papers section. Now, in my senior year of high school, I actually did ceramics. So now we have cool little things like this. You know, we got this nice, yeah, ignore that big crack. I didn't weld that side that well, so it's kind of completely cracked there, but I still think it looks really nice. Okay, well, it didn't do what I thought it would do. But yeah, look at this. Nice little ceramic. Look at that. It also gleams, because I did really like ceramics. I'm not gonna lie. Because there's this one that's much better. Because I made this one to kind of look like a stone. The dog's behind me, but, yeah, I tried making this one kind of look like a stone kind of thing. Oh, I don't know if you can hear that, but hang on, let me bring it close to the mic. Doesn't that sound pretty cool? Come on, you have to admit that sounded pretty nice. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I did really enjoy making these things. I just ooh, hang on. I'm going to show you off the two that I'm really proud of. There's this bowl, which I don't know. I'm pretty sure the reason for me making it like this was because it was getting closer to like Halloween time, so I wanted something kind of like spooky. So I got like a bunch of eyes all over it. You know, I got this wide brim to it with a blue inside look. Yeah, like, come on, doesn't this look nice? All the whites and blacks and, like, come on, you got, like, can you admit this looks pretty good? I'm pretty proud of this one, not gonna lie. It looks nice and creepy with the wacky legs and the eyes all over it. Like, I feel pretty proud of this one, not gonna lie. Now this one. Sadly, the class kind of was, because it was my senior year, COVID was happening, so, the sad truth was, I was never able to finish this one by painting it. But it's fully functional. It's like a nice little, like, jar, you know? Nice little, like, cookie jar or something that fully functions, you know? But I really like this one. I really wish I could have painted it. I'll be so honest. I would have loved to be able to paint this one. Like, you can already tell, but I went with a traditional kind of like Japanese kind of feel to it. Because I really like the aesthetic. With the flipped corners. I really like that aesthetic, so I kind of went for that when I was making this bad boy. And boy, do I not regret it. Now, you're not ready. You're not ready for the next show off, okay? So, the next thing, I had to make a paper mache of an animal. What I chose is the devilfish. Well, it's really a manta ray, but it's called a devilfish in Australia, you know. You know, look at that bad boy. Like, you're telling me you're not impressed with me yet. You're telling me you're not impressed? This was like middle school me. Look at that. Middle school me, like, doing cool shit like this. What were you doing in middle school, huh? I bet you weren't making a devilfish. Loser. uh, no, I'm not a big fan of this, because, like, it's, like, falling apart. The tail's kind of, like, really loose, and, like, it's very blocky. You can tell where I started from. This big freaking drum belly here. These things are way too big. The eyes are literally like marbles. Like, I like it, but like it is definitely noticeable that it's made by a middle schooler. Like, it's got a lot of rough business going on, but it looks really nice. Like, I'm pretty sure I got a really good grade. I can't tell you because I don't freaking know. I didn't pay that much attention to the actual grade. I just liked making it, okay? Now, it is time for the main event. So, I've now showed you the things that I've physically made. I've showed you the drawings that I've done. Now, back when I first started Koyashi Animated, the entire one of the big points of it was I wanted to get better at drawing, like, digitally. I wanted to get better at digital drawing. So, what we're going to do is we're going to look at the very few times I've done any kind of digital drawing, ever. And you guys are going to, of course, I'm going to be just placing them here, because I'm not going to show you my phone, and, like, that's just a hard way of doing it. So, first off, well, actually, before we start that, I'm actually going to post a picture of what, this little guy looked like before it was all painted. Just a quick little, like, I'll put it somewhere right now, but you get to see that before we start the animated section. But now, here it is. Time to show off this right here. This is the first ever drawing of Koyashi. This was the original look I was going for. I didn't add the jacket till the next iteration, when I thought, this kind of looks a little too plain. I wanted to add kind of a piece of clothing, and I was like, what do I wear most often? And the jacket kind of came through. And then, as you know, I did this one, which the only problem with it was that it was in the background was black, so I couldn't really draw. It wouldn't let me draw in black, so I couldn't just color the face white and then draw in black, because there was no black option for drawing. So yeah, so this is the second iteration, probably one of my favorites, I'll be honest. The only problem I have with it is just it kind of seems a little bit too round. As you guys can tell, I'm definitely not really a fat person. I literally, hang on. Look at that. That's sure, the coat definitely adds what looks like a few pounds, but once you literally remove some of that, I'm a pretty thin person. I'm a pretty damn thin person. Let me just pull my shirt back. See, I'm a very thin person. I am not fat in any way. So that was my only problem with this iteration, which was then went to this one, this is where I thought, damn, my jacket does kind of just make me look fat. So what I ended up doing was in the next iteration right here, I did the open jacket iteration, which is the one I still use. The open jacket iteration is the final iteration to my character. This is the final version that I absolutely love. I love the open jacket concept, okay? Now, for a little giggles, this is the 2D model I made of myself, little pixel art me. Again, of course, imagine I still had my long hair. That's why I had to preface it. Here, this is actually, I don't know if any of you have noticed this, but this is actually the banner. This is actually the banner I use for my channel. Because this was the original banner I was going to use. This was the original banner I had for the animated channel when it was just going to be my character. Sure, my channel currently is like a lot more than like animation. Heck, I've only done 2, and like all the other things I've done a lot more than my animations. But this is the banner. I still love it. This is probably one of my favorite digital artworks. Now this this one I made with a bunch of my friends. I really just had to. I really just had to draw me with the no maidens, cause come on, it's really funny. Now this is actually, see, again, I'm not good at digital animation, but I was working so hard on this, which was I don't know if you know this, but there is a VTuber called Shy Lily who I'm also gonna put a picture of her. She's a VTuber. I really enjoy her. I love her voice. It's really cute. But I wanted to draw her model. Originally, it started out as just the picture of the one with her in the kind of sailor / school uniform. But during my time drawing it, she got a new model, which then made me have to draw the swimsuit version. Oh god, that was like, I enjoyed making this, but god, sadly enough, this was also the time when my other projects all got deleted, so like the fourth animation got deleted, sadly enough. So this is also gone. I can't work on it anymore. This is the best I have. Maybe I'll work on it again, but I'd have to start from scratch. But as you can tell, because I'm not confident with like making characters like full scale, I kind of go for a chibi aspect to it. Here's it with no color, which I do really like. Here's the technical difficulty screen I use if I ever like have something to, if I ever have a need to use it. This is actually very specific. So I was actually in a campaign with my friends, which introduced me to this thing called Only War, which is a Warhammer kind of D&D kind of game, kind of a role-playing Warhammer game. And this was the first ever. This is actually like kind of a bit of a silhouette of the first character I ever made on there. I really like this. Again, the reason I didn't draw their full face is because I'm not confident in doing so. So, if you ever notice me leaving out something, like a detail or something, just know the reason I'm doing it is because I'm not confident. I was confident in his hair, his eyes, the scars, but the only thing is I was not confident in making a face. So I just kind of left that out. And, God, it's crazy looking through these, man. Oh, here's the censor. This is the censor I use anytime I see any nudity in any of my games, or if I have to censor, I don't know, anything that YouTube doesn't like. I will say, I love this. Because the thing is, unlike with the technical issues, this one I use a lot more because, like, if any of you watch those Witcher videos, I had to use this thing a lot. Witcher does not just does not skip out on any of the details when they want to show someone naked. So I had to use this thing like a lot. I had to move it all around the screen. I had to shrink it, grow it. I had to do so many things just to make sure that that I had to use it. Now this is the final iteration of the Koyashi character right there. I'm not gonna lie. the little Koyashi mascot. This is of course is the version, you know, you guys see with the outro every single video. I love this version so much. I do wish I could like recolor his shirt cuz it just looks off. But I love this one so much. It's so good. Maybe eventually I'll change this to be like the kind of the image for my channel, but I just don't think it will ever beat the first ever time I finished the Koyashi model. Like, that picture, sure, it may not be as good, but it's just the first time I ever finished, like, I ever made the complete version of the Koyashi model. But God, I do love the new one, though, that I use for the thumbnails. Oh, actually, there's one thing before I go. There's actually something I forgot to show you guys in the... So this is actually a picture I actually drew for my friend. Yeah, it's Sailor Moon. Of course, I'm not proud of it because I used the tutorial to draw it, but my friend seemed to like it. I don't know if he still has it at all. I actually haven't asked him. I would call him right now on camera, but I think he's in the shop right now. So yeah, but no. Maybe I'll call him at some other point, but no, okay, that was all the art I wanted to show. Genuinely, I do really want to get back into art. I've been pushing it off for so long. And one of the big reasons I wanted to do this video is to make a claim. I've never done it before. I want to actually participate in Inctober. Inctober is kind of a thing for a bunch of artists where they just kind of, I'm pretty sure they're given a list of prompts where they have to draw something each day. And I want to do that so that way at the end of October I can actually show you the entire thing, right? I want to show you everything that I've drawn with each different prompt and kind of all that goodness, right? Because I want to get back into art. I really do. I really do love art. It's just sometimes art is just very taxing. It really is. But that's why I kind of want to force myself to get back into it, not be like lazy with my art anymore. I spent so long with that animation that one of the big reasons I stopped doing art for a big thing was just because it got deleted. It got deleted, so I kind of pushed art off for a long while, not doing anything artsy, really, unless my mom forced me to, for one of her special projects that she likes doing. But I do really like art, and I'm gonna be forcing myself to do more of it. Currently it's September of me recording this, so October's still a bit away before I start doing it, but I wanted to make a claim on the channel, that way I can't back out when it comes to October. Yeah, with that, I do hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys enjoy these little silly videos I make, gaming, or just these kind of videos where I talk to you, show you off stuff that I've done. And yeah, I can't wait to see you guys in October when I do my Inctober showcase. no, even better. The video writes itself. Koyashi's first ever Inctober experience. You know, but yeah, I can't wait to show you guys that. I can't wait to get back into art and kind of make myself get back into the field, to help get myself better. Well, until then, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video, and I do hope you enjoyed. Bye-bye!